Hi students, welcome back to the another session of our 9th class physical science. That is chapter number 10, work and energy we were talking about. See, in the last session we were talking about the definition of the work or the meaning of the work is going to change as per the situation. Okay, and we were talking about the meaning of the work is changing according to the general common perspective, and the meaning of the work is changing according to the perspective of the science. That is what we were talking about. Okay, the meaning of the work is changes with respect to the common observation, and the meaning of the work changes as per the definition of the science. We were talking that. Now we will discuss what is the scientific meaning of a work today. Okay, to do that, to understand the situation, to understand the way we view the work is we were taking in the situation 1. So first situation, under first situation, a man lifts the cement bag from the ground and keeps them one by one in a lorry. Okay, so what he is doing is is lifting the bag from the ground and is keeping on the lorry as shown in the figure number 1. Okay, as such this as like this, a man is lifting cement bags from the ground. See, is taking them from the ground and keeping one by one in the lorry. That is one situation number 1. And number 2, if we talk about situation 2, okay, this is the situation 2 where a girl is pulling a toy car on the ground, and the trolley moves a distance. Okay, in first case is that a man is lifting the cement bags and keeping on the lorry. The second situation is that a girl is pulling a toy car, okay, on the ground, and the toy car and the trolley moves a distance. Okay, in situation 3, if you observe, a boy is trying to push a huge rock laying in a playground. A boy is trying to push a huge rock laying in a playground. And situation 4, if you talk about, a porter is waiting on the platform of the railway station with a luggage on his head. These are the 4 situations. Situation 1, a person is lifting the cement bags and keeping in the lorry. Situation 2, a girl is pulling a toy trolley to a certain distance. Situation 3, a boy is trying to move a huge rock in the playground. And situation 4, a porter is waiting in the railway station platform by keeping some luggage or some briefcases on his head. Okay, now these are the 4 situations. Let us examine them. Are all the people mentioned in the above examples doing work? And how do you define work? To know the meaning of the work according to the science analyze the above examples as per the table in the following activity 1. Okay, to know about the scientific definition or exact the sense of the work according to the science, we have to analyze this under the activity 1. So today we are going to perform the activity 1. So activity 1, the aim of the activity 1 is, let us understand the meaning of the work as per science. So copy the table, and that's what it is being given. Okay, discuss with your friend and observe carefully what action is being taken place. And in some cases, though the spend is not doing the work and spending the energy, there is no change in the position of the object on which the work has been done. It's been given. Let us examine the table number 1. Okay, first column of the table number 1 is being given like this. The first column. Okay, the first column of the table 1 discusses about situation. This is the first column. Okay, whether the work has been done or not, yes or no. Now, who is doing the work? Name the force. and the next column is object on which work has been done, and the another column is reason to say that the work has been done. The last column is that the changes you notice in the object on which work has been done. These are the columns we have in our consideration. So one example has been given. The situation 1. Work has been done, yes or no? Okay. So yes, we say that the work has been done. Yes, we call it. So what is a force? What is a force, who is doing the work and what is a force? Man is doing the work and the force is muscular force. Okay, on which the work has been done? On the cement bags. Okay, reason for saying that the person is lifting the bag from the ground to the lorry using the muscular force. The third one, what changes do you notice on the object on which work has been done? The cement bags moved from the ground to the height of the lorry. This is what we notice. Now in situation 2, if we talk about situation 2, and if we want to write about in situation 2 context, according to the context of the situation 2, what we are going to do? Now situation 2, whether the work has been done. Okay, if this is the case, yes, the work has done, yes. Okay, who is doing the work? Name the force. In this case, who is doing the work in the second case? The girl. Okay, what is her force? He is applying same muscular force. Girl. Okay, girl is doing the force. Again, it is the same muscular force. Muscular force. On which the force is being done? Okay, on the trolley, toy car. On the toy car. Okay, now reason for that the work has been. The person or the girl is pulling the, what is the reason? The girl is pulling the car. Okay, pulling the car by using the muscular force. Okay, so that what is the reason to say that in the second case the girl is pulling the car, pulling the toy car by using muscular force. By using the muscular force. Now, the next last column, what is the change you notice in the object on which the work has been done has been given. So, what is the, okay, the car, the toy trolley, moves certain distance on the ground. Okay, the toy trolley moves certain distance on the ground. This is what we mentioned. Okay, situation 3, whether the work has done, yes or no. As per that, we will say no. Okay, who is doing the work? Okay, who is trying to do the work? The boy is trying to do the work, on which he is trying, the work has been done. As actually, according to that, there is no work has been done, so but we should not write as the work, but he is trying to do the work on the rock by using the muscular force. Okay, is there any change? Do we notice? No, that column is no, because the work is not done. Okay, in situation 4, whether the work has done, according to the context, there is no work. Okay, work has done, no. Okay, who is doing the work? Porter. Actually, who is trying to do the work? Porter. On which the work, as there is no work on which we feel that the work has been done on the luggage. Okay, which type of what is the change in or what is the reason we say that the work has not done? Work has not done because there is no change in the luggage, position of the luggage. Okay. So, do you find any change? We should say there is no change. Okay. So, for the instant, in some cases, though the person is doing the work by sending the energy, there is no change in the position of the object on which work has done. Like in example 3. Okay. The boy is, even though he is spending some energy, some work has done, there is no change in the position. That is what I am talking about. So example 3, the boy who is trying to push the huge rock by applying the force on it, spending the lot of energy, though there is no change in the position of the rock. Similarly, in example 4, the porter is standing on the railway platform with the luggage on his head, spends a lot of energy against the gravitational force acting on the luggage, though there is no change in the position of the luggage. Okay, even though he is standing by keeping the luggage on his head and is insisting the force of gravity by keeping his head force, muscular force is exerted by the head, but even though there is some energy is being spent against the gravitational force, we say that there is no work has been done. Okay, in the common perception of work, all forces acting on the body applied by the persons mentioned in the example 1 to 4 are doing work. But in our common perception and common understanding, all the examples which are mentioned in situation 1, the person is lifting the baggage, is doing work. The boy who is trying to pull the toy trolley is doing the work. The boy who is trying to push the huge rock also is doing the work. And the porter who is standing on the railway station by the luggage, he is also doing the work for the common perspective. But according to the science, only the force applied by the person mentioned in the example 1 and example 2 are doing the work. But according to the science perspective, or with respect to the context of science, only the person who is lifting the cement bags or the girl who is pulling the trolley only doing the work. Okay. According to the scientific concept of the work, there should be two conditions. The two conditions need to be satisfied in order to say the work has been done. Okay. So, in order to describe if some work has been done according to the science perspective, in the context of science, if we want to talk about some work has done, we should know about the two conditions. We should know about the two conditions that to be satisfied. So, what are the two conditions? That is what we were going to discuss now. See, the first one, the first condition should be satisfied is force. The force should be working on that. The force should act on the object. Okay, the force should act on the object. The second case, the object must be displaced, or the object must be displaced, or there should be some, there must be change in the position. There must be change in the position of the object. So, in order to say, according to the context of science, in order to describe or in order to determine some work has done, there should be two conditions satisfied. Okay, one, a force should act on the object. The other one is the object must displace. The object must and should be displaced. That is, there should be some change in the position of the object. Definitely, compulsory there should be change in the position of the object. For example, if I am trying to pull this wall with some force, even though I am applying some force, first condition is satisfied. If the first condition is satisfied, there is no change in the position of the wall. So, I didn't do any work. The same way, if you re-examine the situation 3, even though the boy is trying to push, is applying some force on the rock, first condition is satisfied, but there is no change. As there is no change in the object on which the boy is applying some force, okay, we say that there is no work is been done. In the same way, in the context of porter also, porter is applying some force, muscular force by the head on the luggage which has been placed on the body, but even though he is applying some force, there is no change in the position of the luggage from the body on the object, on the head. Okay, so we call this as there is no work is been done by the porter. Understood? So, as per the context of science, or according to the context of science, in order to describe the work, there should be two conditions satisfied. That is, some work should be done, some force should be applied on the object, and due to that force, the object should be displaced. Is it okay? Now the next thing is that we are going to talk about what is the definition of work in science. Definition of work in science. So what exactly is the definition of work in science we are going to talk about. See, as we discuss, assume that as we discuss, suppose let's take a see, take a table, keep a book or something, some block, some cement brick on the table. Now, if you push this certain force, if you push, assume that the book or the brick is being displaced up to this place. I mean, displaced up to distance, yes. Okay, is whether the two conditions satisfied here? Okay, is there any force acting? Yes. Is there any displacement of the brick or book? Yes. So we call, according to the science, okay, we call as work done is equal to force into displacement. Okay, work done is equal to force into displacement. In short, W is equal to F into S, where S is represented by, don't confuse, S is not a speed, S is a displacement. S is in physics, S is considered as displacement. So W is equal to Fs. W is equal to Fs. So in order to, as per the scientific meaning, in order to say some work has been done, there should be some force acting on it, there should be some displacement. Based on that criteria, so work done is referred as product of force and displacement. That is, work is equal to F into S, that is, work done is equal to Fs. Okay, and this expression, the mathematical expression of the work is only working for translatory motion. That is, if the object is moving in a straight line. Okay, if the object is moving in a straight line due to some work, due to some force applied on it, if the object displacement is in a straight line, for that cases only we are going to use this expression W is equal to Fs. Now we want to know about what are the units of work. So units of work. So as we know, the mathematical expression, that is force into displacement. So force is measured in newtons and displacement is measured in meters. So the units of work done, the units of work done is Newton meter. The units of work done is measured in Newton meter, but every time writing Newton meter is a complex task. Young am writing a complex task. To make it simple, to make this complex notation simple, we use a simple notation as joule. Someone will call as joule, someone will call as joule, depending on the accent. So 1 joule, as per our accent, we'll take as joule. Okay, 1 joule. So work is measured in joules. Actually, 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton 1 meter. Okay, 1 Newton 1 meter. So what is the units of work done? Actually, Newton meter is a unit. To make this complexity simpler, we are writing a special name as 1 joule. Okay, the work done is measured in 1 joule. That you keep in mind. So according to the context, we are going to discuss some problem solvings. There is a problem solving. Example number 1. We have a problem solving here. And one more thing keep in mind, if we apply some force on an object, if the displacement is in the same direction of the force acting, if the displacement of the object is in the same direction of the force acting, then it is taken, the work done, the value of the work done will be positive. Okay, and if the force is working in one direction and if the displacement in another direction, in that case the work done value will be negative. Okay, in the case of just now, when we are pushing that object in one direction or the brick in one direction, the brick is displaced in the same direction of the force acting. So in that case, the work done value will be positive. Okay, what does it mean? Try to understand. So if the displacement of the object is in the direction of the force applied, then work done value will be positive. Work done value will be positive. Okay, therefore W is equal to Fs. Okay, W is equal to Fs. Positive value. In this positive value, when if the work done is positive, then what happens? That implies the object gains energy. In that case, the object gains energy. For example, in the second case, if the displacement of the object is opposite to the force applied, okay, is opposite, if the displacement of the object is in the opposite direction of the force applied. The second, if the displacement of the object is in opposite direction of the force applied, then the work done value will be negative. Okay, in that case, therefore, W is equal to minus Fs. In that case, the object loses the energy. Okay, in that case, the object loses the energy. Understood? And the thing is that in which cases the object is moving in the opposite direction. What are the situations where the object is moving in the opposite direction of the force? For example, that's what we are going to discuss. Suppose if you throw a ball to a certain height, the ball moves in the upward direction. Whereas the gravitational force, that is Fg, the gravitational force Fg that is gravitational force W is equal to mg. Okay, the force W is equal to mg is working towards down. So what is this mg? We will discuss in our next classes when we talk about gravity lesson, the 5th chapter, gravity lesson. W is equal to mg. Why we call mg? Why we call as gravitational force that we will discuss. Keep in mind, mg is equal to gravitational force, which is pulling that ball. The earth is pulling that ball down. Okay, the gravitational force is pulling that ball down, whereas the ball is moving towards the upward direction. That is after reaching to the certain height. So in this case, work done by the gravitational force is equal to minus Fs, because work done is towards the downward direction, whereas the ball is moving in the upward direction. Okay, in that case, W is equal to minus Fs, and after reaching to the certain height, the ball is going to lose the energy, and after certain height, it will come into the state of, in that case, it is going to lose the energy, and after certain state, for few seconds, okay, it will be at rest. Here, the top position when it is reached, it will be in the state of rest there. Okay, now one more situation, that is one situation. Suppose in another case, if we talk about another case in the context of frictional force I'm talking. So if you are rolling an object on the ground, okay, or the ball on the ground, after traveling certain distance, the ball is going to stop because there exists a frictional force. There exists a frictional force between the surface of the ball and on the ground, which makes the ball to stop after some time. That means the movement of the object, the movement of the ball is towards that direction, where the force of friction is in the opposite direction. Okay, as per the context of force of friction, see the force applied to make the ball to move, that is positive value. According to the force applied to make it to move, that is work done is equal to plus Fs. But according to the frictional force, work done is equal to minus Fs. According to the friction, because friction is working in the opposite direction, where the object is moving in one more direction. The movement of the object, the ball in one direction, the force of friction is in the opposite direction. That means with respect to or in the context of friction exerted by the ground on the surface of the ball, if you see that the work done by the frictional force in negative value, in that case, in the context of the friction, in that case, the ball is going to lose the energy. The ball is going to drop or lose the energy. Okay. So what do we conclude here is, if the displacement is in the same direction of the force acting, then the work done will have a positive value. In that case, the object is going to gain the energy. If the displacement is in the opposite direction to the force applied on the object, then the work done value will be negative. In such case, the object is going to lose the energy. And if you summarize that, the work done to say as per the science, in order to describe some work has been done, there should be two conditions should be satisfied. That means there should be some force acting on the object, and there should be, due to that force acting, there should be some displacement in the object, or there should be some change in the position of it. If these two conditions are satisfied, according to the context of science, we will say that the work has been done. And the mathematical expression of the according to the science for the work done is equal to force into displacement, and the units of work done is Newton meter. Actually, force is measured in Newton and displacement is measured in meter. So Newton meter is the unit of SI unit, standard international unit of work done. But to make that complex, to write, instead of writing Newton meter every time, a simple notation, that is joule, is being used. 1 joule is as 1 Newton 1 meter. Okay, so work done is measured in joules. So work done is measured in what? Joules. The SI unit of work done is joules. That is what we were talking about. See, according to this discussion, part 2 discussion, there are some problem solving. There are 4 examples of problem solving are been given here. So we will discuss the problem solving in our next part 3 video. I hope you understood this session. Okay, and what are the situations where there are work done and the displacement is in the opposite, the force acting and the displacement is in the upward direction, and where it is the work done is possessing the negative values, also we observed. Okay, so that's all for today. We will meet in the part 3 by solving the problem solving, and what is the context or what is the concept of energy, and how many types of energies we have in our next session. Okay, I hope you understood. All of you keep smiling, and don't forget to subscribe our channel and inform your neighborhood or friends to click on the subscribe button to give the motivation and enthusiasm to post energetic videos in our channel. Okay, thank you all of you. Keep smiling. Bye bye, and have a nice day.